Hello everyone and welcome to a country that I don't think we have farmed in, before, if I'm being perfectly honest. This is Canada. And actually, by the way, I left the FPS counter up in the corner because you can see this map is Peace River, Canada. And it's bigger than a 16x map. So as you can imagine, the frames per second is not very great, especially when you have most of the existing machinery in Farming Simulator. Not giving you too big of a peek, we're going to take a tour. Okay, until I started recording, it wasn't too bad. It was like 17 over here at the house, so it was not bad at all, but now it is bad. Okay, all there is in the garage is a truck and a boat trailer. There's not really much to look at. Okay, folks, let's make our way over to this barn here. If the door will open. Oh, wrong trigger. Anyhow, for grain carts, we have our Brent Avalanche in here. We've got a Case 620 quad track. We have our Demco 1300 in here. A Wilson pace setter. A 1979 Kenworth W900. And there goes the 7 frames per second. Yay. It is going to get pretty nasty in some of these barns on the machinery, just to warn you. Here's the Peterbilt semi. 379, I believe it is. With the BSM trailer. And that pretty much makes up this barn. Let's get back out before my computer crashes here. Just so you know, we're not going to be spending a whole lot of time around the main farm for this exact reason right here. 7 frames per second. Yay. Anyhow, as soon as I manage to, I potentially think, get into this barn, the frames are going to drop to like 2. But you get the idea of what we have here. Yes, 20 FPS. This is so smooth. Anyhow, it's the machinery that's causing it, because you can see we got in the wash area we've got the gooseneck trailer, our combine and pickup header, our batwing bush hog and bush hog tractor, and our swather over there. B&B toolbar 524K loader with a DB120 John Deere 9620RX. Fuel trailer, there we are, back to a reasonable FPS. The Bigham strip till, yep, that one. And then you can see the Hagee we got back there. We've got this spreader here, the new leader, which is pulled by this absolute beast. I love this tractor. It's like 400, we cranked it up to 480 some horsepower and floaters. So you can see over here, slightly more reasonable frame rate until we turn around and try to close the stupid door. Better. As you can see, we got our TLX Camp It here. Nice little camper trailer if we ever have to go out. And then before legitimately everything dies, you can see our 2 massive 60-foot drapers out here for wheat and everything. New barn. Frame rate is better in here until we turn around facing that main machine shed, but we'll turn back around. We got the Bobcat T870 in here. We have one of the Midwest Durus Super 60-foot trailers. We got our Degelman Land Roller here, as well as the 2020 9250 Axle Flow Case IH combine on floaters. It's massive. It's good for wheat and corn and everything. And then the 2021, and we just got this in a week or 2 ago, X9. And it's big. That's all I can say. It's got the Michelins on it and everything. And you can see we've got our anhydrous tank and our Montag tank here. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. I'm assuming it's pronounced the same way you say Monday in German, which is Montag, or Montag. So that's how I'm pronouncing that, because the only way I've ever heard that word used is Monday in German. Finally, somewhere with decent frame rate. It was a lot better. It was like 35 before I started recording and the banner came up. Anyhow, we got the Flexicoil here, and as soon as I turn around, the frame rate's going to go bad, so I'm not turning around. And then we got the big Canadian edition Bourgault seeder here, which is going to do soybeans and everything. And then we have the Big Bud 450 cranked up to 700 horsepower, something like that. The Canadian John Deere 9620R here, and it's pulling, there's a sunflower field cultivator. And that's pretty much everything we got here on this ridiculously massive oh yeah, there's the swather header. And I'm not going to walk inside just to show you the Midwest Durus thing. Anyhow, pull up the PDA here. It's big. It's really big. Let's see. Let's get a small field. This is 76 acres, just in case. In case you needed to know, this tiny field here is 27 acres. This thing is 76 acres. That section's 400 acres. Look at that compared to the map. That is 400 acres. That's 80 acres. That little section right there is 196 acres. That's 900 acres. The biggest field is like 625 acres. That's 414. That's 222. Look at this tiny field. That's 28 acres. 57 acres in a little tiny strip. All these square fields, kind of weird. I prefer the ones down by the river that are like more, you know, well-shaped. That's 236 acres right there I just bought. I don't know how much of it's arable, but it's 236 acres right there. That's insane. That's ridiculous. Wow, this is a really, really big map. Anyhow, you guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll leave you with this endless, probably quite literally endless row of telephone poles.